Baron was chasing her his entire life. Though a myth originated from an imagination created by blindness in her right eye, Tora knew she had to set him free for both to create their own mindless misery encountered from years back in their lives. Baron and Tora established their life together seemingly through dusty books closed behind iron curtains in a now broken-down library once abundant with mischievous readers throughout the region. Their state of address and union caused a flurry of ravenous vultures to flock to the town that now resides hidden by smoke and mirrored sheets of cloth. Wavering upon reluctance of the forbidden shrine allotted and time-bound to achieve egregious diplomacy within all beings. They knew one another from the time of conception. Their pairing parents lived a life recluse from all to see. Avowed testaments of time, their joyful rejoice once come together smoldered beneath erupted souls gained less from perseverance. Tattered and rock-bottomed out, vehicles stopped and stared into the abyss wondering what's to come. The bolstering rock formations lay in ruins from abandoned buildings surrounded by water on each side. Landslides toppled loose rock sheets rain annoyance. The parents later reached higher potential regardless of sacrificial influence passed down from older generations. Sit loose a trail frail lives docked sheen aloud smiled hierarchies. Captivating audiences grown apart sheer velocity within itself. Many last-minute changes and hospital visits full gown grown shredded eaten beef. Internal intestines foamed of follicle bedridden later in life. Profound seclusion thrown into the mix reduced with water boiled slithering upside down cross-stapled to earlobe. Wink of an X examined through floating balloon head. Wavy docile eyes, flocking fleets 30 in age dimpled teeth. Eli comes the blistering hair straight as can be. Skater position, sprinkled heavy-hitting simplistic division. Wink eye, follow chains in disgust. Both backbreaking idealistic hectic forensic empathic less than above. Tower kept hope alive breathe and assault catching waves at the beach. Let loose the air that let subject achieve set free darting withering into universe. Set foot the path in question. Breakneck speed gifted wise presumptuous handed angled poisonous snakes stepped on by foot. There's a world abound, around to happen. Never heard before voiceless closeness absurd tippy-toed snide looks. Ruins aghast flounder received thee, and they all live happily ever after. Books out of found and returned cartridges twisted magazines into books. Serenade promised endeavors harness outlive their sounding fluid creaks. Creep into the mind later push out the bad that sounds hounds crowds profound monastery mine coins. Coin slot broken pushing bullet holes sign no cuff. Worn sheets metaphysical rationalization layering manifested stories to behold. Amount the stampede to fondly examine eyes length special wishes. The marble lined floor beneath its feet slithers a snake, rat, and boar across the dining room table. Across the path lies an 8-headed snarling barracuda. With teeth the size of a baby's leg, it bites the path and inches its way. Following steams of light the fogged out hollowed core soulless to eyes wanders dashingly stagnant through the night sky. The Blythorn imbecile spits venomous black sludge a mountain its comeback with nowhere to turn. Symbolically, anonymous phone calls ring into slap the hammer on the renowned physicist that ended world hunger. Bothered by the turmoil plagued by these strange apocalyptic events, ravaging the outer limits of planetary solidarity, rightly so. Around tomorrow, the lavish bountiful flush gardens of Eden, destroyed beyond recognition. Explosive mechanical devices flock ever so closely to slimly adjusted light shimmering gallantly from half-built high-rises above. Below the deck, amounts to travesties climatic of spindles draining into leaked abandoned sea-sunken ditches. Rivers escape plums of dust lather and prints written on bottles, tilt, dripped, ripped, chipped mechanical devices. Life left bedridden sends shocks down every vessel. Red scorching heats unrisen torn stitches incisions. Decisions from made far in the past reflect the onslaught of what's to come. Driven by dark and less precision, mirrors reflect deflected indirect waving halls of heavy traffic floor hospitals. Legs swollen, eyes shut. Saturday furthest away steadfast measure missing improbable whimsical professors' lectures. torn the sheets into green. Abundant rubber-heeled hands sit stuck at 9. Deliver the several speech to reflect counterfeit doctor growing waistline. Put in for time and a half. Set forth the patterns of fluid triangles. The marble floor beneath cracks, spins, head aching brace for impact felt for generations to come. Adjacent neighborhoods falter. Silent sounds abrasive connecting spins triangle inch together in perfect harmony. Summer raised in thick darkish hue sunglasses broke at one tip nears ordinary strengths of feet. Rock the mic's dark contrast from orbs of clouds altering dimensions. Sour grapes found spooned out fruits laying basket. Hands cradle crack drip large mantled sea platters. Barefoot, walk through the sawdust of shards glass ripples shingles. Darts thrown across the room as the man trips over mask tape left carpet in place. Die technique used before those with wooden mallets. Kinetic energy ends, then there's no room for simple errors. The back of the room is not enjoying the laughs at each end of the open table. Debate swarms the room as fingers adjoin stitched together to calm one last sea breeze in the fridge. Left shoulder reaches daunting tasks whisked away from floating paper swapped off the desk. Later measures tweak through iron shakes cultural regions vast majority politely indulgent different flakes of steel. Alimony 10 square triangular scratches bulb breaks voltage meter high stress regains altitude. Of sound mind bellows woman dressed in warm silk. Tighten ropes hold in place. No warning. No danger. Safe to swim here you endangered stranger creeper of the night. Light the last candle and get to bed. Swarms the knife driven in deeper. Shatter paid seeing eyes from each ticket holder waiting in place. The line inches further back when the checkbook comes out then handing over tabs of coupons slowly infuriates born leaders. Behind the looks of saying beer holders cups hole in one. Refusing to leave the bar after once whistled at from drinking the night before. The DUIs handed out at this time of night are only for those sleeping alone. Birds in cages rarely make eye contact out of fear of leaving habitats for humanity. Sloths creep slowly across the matted mattress looking for comfort. Only fingers pointed at sore eyes know the ease of waking up then dying only after working 45 years for one company. Moving up in the world to only outstretched dirty paws, realize there's more to life than growing trees without bearing seeds. Not needing, and not wanting, are extravagant ways of developing healthy minds. Carrots eaten after 8 only cause weight gain and chanting to most in years past. Bike paths redeem overlay white line to yellow ribboned oily chain broken rattles. Half the battle once known to man only known to some less breathing techniques into decisive battles. Lead, follow, fall behind. Regardless, hereditary involvement from trusted souls ahead. Bound to man-eating flesh current mood of disgust. Carefully chosen words around those less seeking heat for following ghostly pasts. Arise, cracks underneath rise above the shortest beaks of creations. Blathering fool with no time sense. Sees further when war's over than inching creeping close. The fragrance and closeness mindless nonsense whimsical beings flourish. Keel unkempt rotting horse flesh arouses suspicion. Walking footpaths drawing in chalk only to be washed away by night's drizzling heavy rains. Mongrel's best man tenacious indecisive whether to bark or wither away. Voiceless reasons characters into place stand triumphantly in home's return. Next morning's paper will cover the story no one has heard nor seen before. Paper printing presses engage in solitude of ordinary habitual offenders' lives. Wound up disheveled lawlessly carrying no care nor worry in the world. It's the world of all that'll fight back and proclaim thrones never meant to be. The arms of the chair reflect the personality of the being taking care of it. The tables smoothly dusted and trusted passed down since the 1800s. Fully aware of going in there, falling as the murdered is slowly walking toward, ends none for the better. The empty batter that once mattered slowly drips off the cupboard ceiling. The house is almost fully complete to being mantled. One thing is missing and I'll be damned if I can't find it. Whispers along the brisk walk back and forth chanting heroic laughable choices made in life. Outside there is where once fully breathed lungs inhale freedom. Flag lay about floating on empty air carriers. Full-bred mastiffs circle entwine. Twist flagrantly semicircle vanishing to the new world. Without a name no one can fathom the certain degree it takes to take the wild out of the man. The woman, calling the children steadfast, learned their direct language. Surely this is not the time nor the place to be making bets against the wounded, fatigued soldiers. Edge of your seat tilt, you're gritting your teeth, shaking your feet, battling overcoming feats. Eat those oranges before the stench of fresh air breathes new life into those painted toenails you call feet.